Today, we're diving into the Hermes Agent, and it's built around one crucial idea that most other AI assistants are missing: a real memory.
You know how most AI assistants basically have amnesia, right? The second you close that window, poof, the entire conversation is gone. But what if your AI actually remembered you? What if it remembered your projects, learned from the work you did together, and actually got smarter over time? Well, that's exactly the big promise behind the Hermes Agent.
So in this explainer, we're going to break down how it all works. We'll look at what makes it persistent, how it learns skills, where you can use it, how it can work on its own, and finally, why this whole approach is such a big deal.
All right, let's get into the first big idea here. The Hermes Agent is all about moving past those disposable, one-and-done chats we're all so used to. It's built from the ground up for persistence.
So this agent, which comes from Noose Research, is meant to live right on your system, and that could be your own computer, a server, or somewhere in the cloud. The point is, it's not just a temporary chat session, it's a continuous agent that's designed to stick around and grow with you.
And this really shows the huge shift we're talking about. On one side, you've got the standard chatbot experience. Totally stateless, you have to explain everything from scratch over and over. Super frustrating. But on the other side, you have the Hermes Agent, a partner that actually holds onto information. It's the difference between a simple tool you have to prompt constantly and a true collaborator.
Okay, so how does it actually get smarter? Well, it's not magic. It really boils down to two key things: memory and skills.
First up, you've got persistent memory. Think of this as its long-term factual knowledge base. It's where it stores things like, your coding style, the nitty-gritty details of a project, or important facts you've told it. This is the what it knows.
But knowing what is only half the battle. The agent also develops reusable skills. This is its procedural memory, the how. So when Hermes figures out a complex, multi-step task, it doesn't just forget about it. It actually saves that entire workflow as a skill, so it never has to rediscover how to do it again. Super powerful.
And this is where it all comes together in what we can call the learning loop. The agent tries a task, and if it works, it packages that solution up into a neat, reusable skill. Then, over time, it improves that skill and pulls it out whenever it's needed again. This right here is the engine that makes it truly get better with use.
Okay, a learning agent is awesome, right? But what good is it if it's stuck in one place? Well, that's the beauty of it. The answer to where can you use it is basically everywhere. It's not trapped in some lonely browser window.
At its heart, this is a terminal-first system. But we're not talking about your basic command line here. It's designed to feel more like a serious operator console. We're talking multi-line editing, autocomplete, streaming output, all the good stuff for power users.
But this is where it gets really, really practical for everyday use. There's a messaging gateway that connects your one, single, persistent agent to all the apps you're already using. So you can be talking to the exact same agent from Slack at work, from Telegram on your phone, or from your Discord server. It's all connected.
And having access to your agent everywhere opens the door to the next really big idea. An agent that doesn't just wait for you to talk to it, it can actually work for you in the background.
See, Hermes has built-in scheduling, and this is a total game changer. It shifts the whole dynamic from a purely reactive assistant that just sits there waiting for a command to a proactive teammate that can handle recurring tasks all on its own.
Just think about it. You could have it send you a summary of the latest AI news every morning at 9 a.m., like clockwork, or have it run server backups in the middle of the night, or maybe generate that weekly analytics report every Friday afternoon. All of it happens automatically.
And the autonomy goes even deeper with this idea of delegation. So if you give it a really complex task, the main agent can actually break it down into smaller jobs. It then spins up these little sub-agents to work on each piece in parallel, and then it pulls all the results together at the end. It's a seriously efficient way to tackle big, complicated workflows.
Let's zoom out for a second. Why is this project getting so much buzz? I mean, it's more than just a cool list of features. It really points to a whole different philosophy for how we should think about AI.
For one thing, it is built to be super flexible. It's model agnostic, which is a fancy way of saying you can plug in whatever model you want, from OpenAI, Hugging Face, even one running locally. And it's deployment agnostic too. You can run it on your laptop if you want total privacy, or you can stick it on a cloud server so it's always on and accessible. Now, look, an agent that can run code on its own, that's going to raise some security questions, right? And Hermes has a smart answer for that. It has a built-in approval system.
So for any action that could be, dangerous, it'll actually stop and ask for your okay first. This keeps a human in the loop for the important stuff.
And the open source world is definitely paying attention. I mean, over 17,000 stars on GitHub. That's not nothing. It tells you that a lot of developers are looking at this and thinking, yeah, this is how personal AI agents should work.
When you step back and look at the whole picture, Hermes makes a really strong case for a different kind of AI future. A future that's maybe less about obsessing over the perfect prompt and more about building real, powerful continuity with our tools. It's a move away from just having a temporary chat and toward having an ongoing relationship with an agent that actually learns, remembers, and works alongside you. And the big question that leaves us with is, how is that going to change the way we all work?